Hello there, this is Two Legs Better. Today we talk about love. Love is a fickle thing, the best thing, the most beautiful thing in life, but like any other feelings, it fades away. Sorry, I was just messing around with you. Today we talk about badminton. So this is the racket, and this is the shuttle. And badminton is a game that I love, so I wasn't wrong. I was going to talk about love. And I started to decide to make badminton a major part, the major sports of my life, and about 20 years ago. And since then, I have been devoted an extreme amount of time and effort to that. I literally dream about them and daydream about them as well. When I daydream, I would imagine in my head, how would I move? How do I make a shot against my opponent? What if my opponent do this and do that? So, and I also had hired a coach to make me better, and I'm happy to say that over the years I have refined my craft. So, now I am coach myself. I try to teach others who are willing to improve, and I find it very challenging to teach things, especially when they cannot see themselves. Even if you record it to show it to them, it's difficult. But anyway, at the same time, I'm also trying to do this channel. I'm not sure, it might be a mistake to create a new channel for this, since I already have more than 600 followers on the other side. But I made this new site. There are only 14 followers now. So if you like my content, please help. And I need this to be a viable option for me so that I can really devote real time and effort into that to make a really high quality stuff here. All that being said, I make this stuff because I love it. I love the game, and whenever I watch games online and things like that, I see things. So today we talk about a Thailand Open, the recent Thailand Open, and particularly the game between two top players in the world. That's the local favorite, Kunlavut Vitidsarn and Angus from Hong Kong. So let me give you a brief introduction to the players first. So the local favorite, that's Vitidsarn, Kunlavut. My pronunciation is not really good. So, but anyway, and he is a golden boy, once a very promising star, and turned out to be, just as expected, I would say. I don't know how high your expectation is. I think, look at his record. He won multiple golds as juniors, and then at the adult games, and he was a world champion and silver medalist, and in the Olympics he was a silver medalist, and lost to Victor Axelsen. Anyway, and he is one of the most technically sound current active players. So if you want to refine your game, no matter your level, this is one guy you want to watch. I'm not saying he's perfect, but I'm saying among the currently active players, he is one of the players to watch because he does things right. What do I mean? Okay, I'm going to explain that in this video. Just bear with me a little bit. Another player, his opponent is Mgalong and Angus. He's from Hong Kong. I think he was the barely missed out. He was in the final four in the 2020 Olympics, and he lost that game, so he didn't have a medal. And you look at his record, the only gold medal he got was the junior champions in boys double, which is interesting because his most accomplishment is in singles. I have a personal contact with Angus. We are not friends. I'm not suggesting that. I just have a close, I saw him play, and he played in my gym in Hong Kong. Anyway, so this is him. but I gotta say something. I don't want to sound, it's anyway. I'll say just whatever I want to say. If you notice about the Hong Kong players, like I do, because I spent years living there, so I develop an affinity with their place and the people. So the Hong Kong players, especially the male players recently, you can notice that they usually play brilliantly the first game, and they can really surprise people. They beat anybody, literally anybody, no matter their world rankings, and they can beat anybody in the first game. But then somehow they fall out in the second and third game. That really baffles me, because they are strong players, they are technically sound, they are really good players. So it piques my interest. So I want to see what really is going on here. Now, I have a theory, I have some observations, so I don't expect you all to agree with me, but I just want to point it out to you, see if you can see the same thing, okay? So now let's take a look at the recent Thailand Open game. I want to show you 4 rallies. The first one is in the first game, you see Ngalong is leading, Angus is leading, that's 7-5. And in this next point actually is when he's leading more, he's leading 12-8. So now let's take a look at this. I just want to point out one play actually, but I want to show the whole rally here.
Took a long time to decide about whether to play that shot, Kunlavut. Starting to face a daunting lead. We're building one up anyway. On Kalong.
Okay, this is the one I want to show. I want you to pay attention to a few things. First is the game. This is the first game, and he's leading comfortably 12-8. It's not a big lead, but it's okay. It's okay lead. And he's moving, Angus is moving on the court swiftly. It's like, very smooth. And this hit is it's after a clear. So let me show you what I mean by that. So now you see Kunlavut, his head is going back, and that means he didn't move behind the shuttle, so he had to look up to the shuttle, which means he cannot spot where Ngalong is. So Ngalong just casually moved towards the net, just in case it was a net shot. And Kunlavut knows that, so he basically had no choice but to lift it really high to the backcourt, and that's exactly what he did. See that? So that's a really high, but that was expected by Angus as well. So Angus made the movement. You can see the movement, the turn of the body, the raise of the racket, and jumping really high. And you can see where he jumps. You can see the feet. So the shuttle does not travel too far, so in the professional level, of course. And so he's behind the shuttle, he can hit that. I want you to look at the timing of the hit. Okay, this is the timing of the hit. When you do a jump hit, whether it's a smash, jump smash, or any other jump hit, the timing is crucial. What do I mean by that? Some people hit the shuttle when they are still going up. So after they hit, their body keep going up or going backward. That is not a very good timing. The great timing you want to have is you want to hit the shuttle when your body start to drop down. So the body is going downward, and then you hit the shuttle at the same time. That is how you generate the most power from your shot with the minimum, with the least amount of effort. And that's the benefit number 1. Benefit number 2 is that gives you time to adjust, so your center of gravity can go forward. That save you energy to move to the next one. Okay, but you look at this. Okay, the timing of hitting the shuttle was okay, but you see after the hit of the shuttle, you see where his body language. He wasn't really moving forward. It's as if he knew it's going to be a winner. but that would be a mistake because nobody knew it would be a winner. You have to be ready for the next one. You see? You see the body language. So in this case, luckily for him, for Angus, it is a winner. So it was okay for him to not to do everything right. But my theory is that it's going to come back and bite him later in the game, because when you stay right here, if the shuttle gets back, and Kunlavut is a great defender, if the shuttle gets back, you're going to run the full diagonal to get the shuttle. It's going to waste a lot of your energy, and it will consume a lot of that. Okay, so now let's take a look at the next point I want to show you. That's, let me find the place. Okay, so fast forward to the second game. I need to let the advertisement pass. Okay, now let's take a look at this. This is the second game, and you see the score here. Ngalong is still leading. It's 18-15. That is the time. You gotta, it's do or die. I think Kunlavut, the Thailand Open is not a top level tournament, but Kunlavut is performing in front of his hometown crowd, so he better bring up his A game here, right? And I think that's exactly what he did. However, I want to say it's not really Kunlavut raised his game as much as Ngalong's game. So that's my focus here. Let's take a look.
Vitidsarn. Important here. Oh, he's gone.
Okay, what went wrong there? It seems like an easy one, right? It was a smash. It's a straight smash. Nothing unusual about that. And the return was really high. It seems like a good opportunity to kill, right? But somehow it didn't happen. So why? You see that? Okay, so far everything is good, but I want you to look at this. One thing I don't know if you saw that or missed is Angus hit the shuttle when his body is still going high, going backward. That is why the smash is flat and not as fast, not as efficient. And then this is when he lands. When he lands, you look at the body, look at the center of gravity. It's still backwards. It's still backwards. That makes his rushing to the net slower. So that's why he couldn't get there. You see, it is in front of him. If his body already turned, this would be an easy smash. He would use forehand to smash it. Instead, he used backhand and go forward in a very awkward way. And by the way, I think the racket handling isn't totally correct either. That's why it went way outside. So somehow it's a missed opportunity here.
Here.
You see that?
Oh, he's gone wide.
That's so unfortunate. Let's look at the next one.
Well, that looks, for all intents and purposes.
See that? Do you see that? The timing? When he hit the shuttle, his body is still not dropping yet. So it's a little bit too early. And then after hitting the shuttle, you see the body is still falling backward.
Like nailed on point.
See? And the shuttle comes back, he's not ready.
But he couldn't finish it.
And that is exactly what happened. That's the next point.
That.
This one is even more clear. Take a look at that again. See that? See that? See? You see? When he hits the shuttle, his body is still moving backward. When the body moves backward, let me see if I can pause right there. You see that? So when the body still moves backward, your left body moves backward, and you try to turn, you try to hit something, it's going to drag you. So the angle is twisted. That's why the shuttle goes over to the side, out of the court. So that's why in this level, you got to do everything right for the little things in order to work, to really, really work. And that's why I think Kunlavut is one of the best, because he does that. Okay, I want to show you one more. And let me find the place. Okay, so game 3, 21-21. So it's a thrilling game, it's a tight game. Let's see what happens. You see that smash here. You see that smash. Now do you understand what I'm saying?
Trouble here. Oh, he's got a let off there. He could have killed it off. Kalong. He's hanging in there, Kunlavut. And he turns it around.
Such good opportunities. When you smash, you better be ready to move forward to make the kill, right? It's like you shot a line. You better be ready to finish it. It's I don't know. I really don't know what to say, and so that is my assessment on that. I think these little things, it's almost like when they make a smash, they are expecting it to finish, to expect nothing comes back. That would be a mistake. So when you play a game, you should do that. On that note, I want to point out that I have my website. That's 2likesbetter.live. So please check it out. And I will have interesting materials there. I'm trying to improve my writing on the badminton part, and hopefully something new will come up soon. So that will be it for today's game. If you want to know how this game ends, you can check out the video here I used, and it's a highlight video. It doesn't take long, but it helps you to see how the game went. So this is 2 Likes Better. Hope to see you in the near future. You have a wonderful day.